Are you ready? Hey, think you can tell us what to do? Do you think you can tell us what to wear? You think that you're better? Well, you better get ready.
Welcome everybody to another great episode of the Retro Wrestling Revival. I am John, and joining me as always with his mic muted as always is the king of stutter style, the man with the stutter as smooth butter, Brother Martin. How you doing, Brother Martin?
I'm doing, brother. I'm doing fantastic, man. Like the theme song is going on in my head right now, but I'm trying to talk over this. But I hope and pray everybody's having a safe, blessed, joyous, and wonderful night, if you will. You know what? We're doing some good old-fashioned wrestling tonight, the Monday Night Wars, WWE, baby, if you will. And you know what? Let's just say that Buck Zumoff, that bastard, does not deserve an apology, but thank you, Kevin Nash, for apologizing to Nails. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out the latest edition of Click This. But anyways, Raw is getting their ass handed to them left and right lately, John. Do you think Monday Night Raw, they can revive themselves? Because WCW, they've been bending them over their knee like a child and smacking their bottom over and over and over. So what do you think, brother, with the lineup we got tonight?
Looking good for them tonight off the lineup, to be honest with you. I don't think it's going to work out too well for them, if you ask me, but who knows?
Oh, God.
Maybe they could surprise us. Maybe they couldn't. I don't know. It might be another beating by WCW and Monday Nitro again this upcoming week. We'll find out next week on Nitro, but it's going to be pretty hard for WCW to lose based upon cards. So they really
Rockabilly on
this one. Yes, Rockabilly is on this.
I knew it.
Yes, he's on this card. Well, here's the lineup for tonight, just in case you're interested in the lineup, so you can see that I'm not being too judgmental. This is coming from Des Moines, Iowa, and this aired on June 30th, 1997. And this is the match card for this show from Des Moines, Iowa. Ken Shamrock versus Triple H is the opening match tonight. All right.
Okay.
We'll see how that goes. The Nation of Domination is going to be D'Lo and Faarooq with Kama, and they're going to be taking on the Legion of Doom in a WWF World Tag Team Title Tournament semifinal match. So let's see where they go with that. And then we have Brian Christopher taking on Scott Putski.
Wow.
Yeah, Scott Putski. All right.
Dude, what's your favorite Scott Putski match?
Every fucking one. Every one. Talk about a generation, second or third generation talent, whatever he was, that took a big shit. Scott Putski was right there. And
God.
He didn't have too good of a run in the professional wrestling world, but
he did not.
It is what it is. Then
whatever
Go ahead.
Whatever Bray Wyatt was, Scott Putski was the opposite.
Completely. He was completely the opposite.
He was the Marty Jannetty of a multi-generational wrestler.
That's not even being fair to Jannetty.
Okay, I gotcha.
He's like the Barry Horowitz of the third generation star. Sorry, Barry, I had to throw that one out there. Then we got Brian Pillman taking on Mankind. Maybe that could be a decent match. Who knows? And then we got the Hart Foundation, Owen and the British Bulldog taking on the Headbangers in a WWF World Tag Team Title semifinal match. And then we have the match that everybody's been always wanting to see, and it's Rockabilly taking on Vader.
Rockabilly all night long. Rockabilly, sing that song. Rockabilly.
Poor Vader.
Cool.
Poor Vader getting stuck with Rockabilly.
Dude, no. Or is it poor Rockabilly being stuck with Vader's tights?
He might be subjected to being around the smell of his
Fight for
clothes, some type of punishment for some reason. So I have no idea.
Yeah.
And then in the main event that we had a few weeks ago that nobody asked for, again, Steve Austin is taking on Jim the Anvil Neidhart.
Come on, baby.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's the card tonight, my friend. For some
how many 8 balls do you think the Anvil's done before the show started?
Well, he has at least done 3 or 4.
Good God.
At least.
Good God.
He's been railing them all day in the back.
He's been nailing them and railing them with 8 balls.
And profiling with them. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So, so I'm pulling up the cock right now.
Pulling up the cock.
I'm whipping it out.
I'm going to go for a walk tonight.
Okay, that's fine, babe. All right.
Pulling out the you-know-what. So.
I'm pulling out the cock right
now.
Babe,
look at me. Do not move my hot plate again.
Okay, baby.
I'm going to bedroom now.
has made
an appearance. You're all there yet.
Tell Chris not to leave.
Did you not like your new voice thing I got you?
Baby, thank you. I appreciate it.
Does it not work?
I can't use it right now. No.
It lights up.
All right, we're gonna keep going on here for just a second here. I'll let the hot plate conversation go on there. Chris is getting ready to roll. Chris, tell me when you got the old Peacock app loaded up, and we'll get rolling on some Monday Night Raw.
Yeah. All right, really? Okay, let's do this. All right, so June 30th. Let's do. Jesus Christ, I love my wife, but sometimes social cues. Anyways. All right, so June 30th, 1997, ladies and gentlemen.
June 30th, 1997 is where we are at.
Oh my God, this is going to be a good episode with the Mick Foley.
Yeah, that's all I can say. This is the one where he's trying to recruit Steve to the team, right?
He's politicking, Steve. Politicking.
Yes. Please God, okay. Daniel says, be a decent show tonight. Daniel, you're very optimistically thinking on this one.
Exactly. And Daniel, we love you, brother. And we got to say this out loud before we start. Daniel, in my opinion, he's a big reason why we are where we are. Because it's those supporters like him. Not only he's first a brother to us, first and foremost, but secondly, he's our biggest supporter. And Daniel, thank you. Me and John will forever be grateful for that.
He's a big Rockabilly fan too.
He is. Okay.
He's dressing up for Halloween this year as Rockabilly.
And which I'm dressing up as the Honky Tonk Man, and which will be his man.
All right, I'll dress up as Double J, and I'll get my shooting glasses out, and
your Dick Dancer gear.
Yeah, my Dick Dancer gear, and then the shooting glasses on, and the light up hat, and we'll just go start all the trick or treaters. They come around and want all the good candy. Just start nailing them with guitars, giving them that.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, just giving them that Beetlejuice smash.
You can either do that. They can either take you doing the Fargo strut or a guitar shot. And I think most of them would take the guitar shot.
Yep. So he had to work hard on his dance, and Rockabilly had a lot of moves. He did.
He
had a lot of moves. All right, buddy. You ready to roll? Brother. You ready to roll? You loaded up?
Yes, brother. I'm loaded up. Let's go.
All right. Let's get rolling here, folks. If you want to watch along with us, go on over to Peacock or wherever you watch on. We watch on the Peacock app. It's the easiest way to go. And you can look up Monday Night Raw, June 30th, 1997, Season 5, Episode 26. We're going to go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do this.
All right.
In over 80 countries in 7 languages. And over 500 million people. Do you really think it was 500 million people that were watching this? No, I don't.
Oh hell no, not this time. No.
I got to throw that out there.
Now I could see that with the internet and everything else, but yeah.
So Daniel and I were having a conversation as the Undertaker, as they do a little opening here to the Undertaker and Paul Bearer and this feud going on right now.
Yeah.
All right, so we were having a conversation before you hopped on tonight, and we both were discussing the Undertaker's title run here in '97, and I don't want to be too overly critical because I love the Undertaker and he's a legend of the business. It was one of the worst title reigns I've ever seen in professional wrestling, Chris.
I agree 1,000%. And the thing is that normally the world title is supposed to be the main attraction for your show, and it's not to speak negatively of the Undertaker, but Bret Hart, Steve Austin, Shawn Michaels, DX, all that were so hot that
they don't DX yet at this point, but Shawn Michaels,
but
Mankind even.
Oh yeah, that like the world title was in the background, but now does that speak to like the level that they were on, or does it speak to like the fact that Taker wasn't where he should have been?
I don't think it was anything on Taker. I just think it was how they booked it and the guys they were booking him with. It was dreadful. And Daniel says it has to be top 5 worst of all time. Jinder Mahal had a better title run. Yep, it's been said. I would agree. I think Jinder Mahal had much more exciting of a title run than the Undertaker had at this point in time.
I am going to get a lot of shit for this, but I like Jinder Mahal's title run. I thought he was a decent champion.
I mean, what was it, about 6 months or something like that?
Yeah, I thought that he did a really good job with the role he was given.
It wasn't great,
horrible,
but it wasn't as bad as some of the stuff we're seeing right now, to be honest with you. And that's just being fair. And of course, that's not saying Jinder Mahal is on the level of the Undertaker, because he's not even close. Of course, he doesn't even sniff his jock strap. But
hell no, he don't.
This was just a terrible run. Yeah, Daniel made a good point here. It's up there with Punk's first world title run. It's god awful. Absolutely.
Do you think that? Hold on a second. Do you think he at least sniffs Veer's jock strap?
Nobody sniffs Veer's. Okay.
Dude, Veer's jockstrap is probably magical.
Anyway, God,
he is. Man, that hair. I'm sorry, I just can't get over it.
He's a legend.
The reason why Veer has not been fired yet, it's because of that hair.
Would you want to fire Veer?
No.
Would you want to deal with that savage that is Veer? That is
no.
Veer Mahan?
Fear the Veer? No. I'm good.
No, I'm not. I don't wish that on my worst enemy.
And from what I heard,
don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby.
Don't do it. And from what I hear, the second round of fire reigns is coming soon. So,
okay.
So fingers crossed. My man Carrion's not on the list.
I don't want to see anybody get fired and lose their job in life, no matter whether we like them or not. But I get it. You know why it's going to happen, and why it does happen. It's just part of the nature of business, and mergers and things like that. So,
oh yeah.
I don't know. It's interesting. We got some great topics to talk about this week on the radio show with Edge and AEW. We're not going to talk about it tonight, but we definitely have some good topics to talk about this week. We need more Veer. I'd probably actually watch again. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is that speaking of watching stuff, speaking of stuff being entertaining, me and John, we were planning on recording our radio show for like the following week last night, but I'm glad we chose not to because of what's going on in the news cycle. So,
yep.
I'm excited.
I knew enough to wait.
Yes.
Here comes Ken Shamrock out right now for his match.
He finally got his theme song.
He does. He's finally got a good theme song. Daniel says, if Nia lost hers, I'd probably party.
Oh, I don't think she's going to lose her job anytime soon. Did you hear that god-awful promo that she did last week?
No, I did not.
Yeah, it was bad.
I don't ever seek out anything with her on it. Ever. And I never will. Just going to throw that out there.
Okay.
Boy, Ken Shamrock had a hell of a look here, Chris.
Yes, I agree. And now if it was you and Nia, like the last two humans on Earth, and God said, "Hey, you guys need to reproduce," would you?
No. I'm not even thinking about it. No.
Damn.
I don't like big girls. B, she's disgusting to me. I know some people, that's their flavor. They like it. Great.
Well, no I like big girls.
Yeah, so, yeah. That's not me, though. She's a whole other level of that, though.
Okay.
Just not her personality just seems like the worst, too.
I agree.
Daniel says, bring back your first theme, Hunter. This is not the one to be a main eventer. This is not the one to be a main eventer. Chyna's more jacked than Triple H is at this point, I think.
Oh yeah, she is. And I was watching the thing on Sean Waltman. He called into a show called Opie and Anthony, which Chyna was on, and she was completely trashing Sean Waltman, saying that he abused her and this and that. And Sean seems like a very genuine guy who's had his legitimate struggles.
He wasn't a very good guy to her, though, Chris.
Really?
No, and he admits it. He was not a nice guy to her. He was terrible to her.
He claims that he didn't physically assault her.
That was a long time ago, though. Like, he's pretty much accepted fault for a lot of the things that he did and, how she spiraled.
He's the polar opposite of how he used to be. So
Absolutely.
Let's just say
He's
that.
definitely made some changes, but he wasn't a very good guy then. And
so, yeah.
There's no denying that.
That
Daniel
breaks
says,
my heart.
I've never liked the human race enough to repopulate with Nia.
Oh,
nobody has. Not yet.
Now, let's say like a Piper Niven. Maybe.
Who's she?
Dewdrop.
Oh, okay. Dewdrop.
Yeah.
She still got a job?
She does.
Okay. Good for her. I didn't know she was still employed there.
All right. So we got Hunter and we got Ken in the match right now.
Yeah.
Look
at all that smoke in there from the pyro, Chris, that's just filtering around that building. Everybody's sucking in all those fumes.
Beautiful.
Oh, nice move by Ken. Does an ankle pick on him.
And speaking of Hunter, he'll be one of our topics on our radio show that we're recording tomorrow night. So
he definitely will be. We'll be discussing a little Triple H and some of the nasty, slanderous rumors that have been going out and about around him. All right, so Ken Shamrock here, Chris. A lot of people thought when Ken came into the WWF that he had no wrestling experience whatsoever. And that's like the farthest thing from the truth. Ken had been wrestling at this point, off and on, in and out of Japan with Pancrase and other things like that for probably about 6 or 7 years.
Pancrase is the closest thing to shoot wrestling out there.
Shoot wrestling and shoot fighting that they used to do over in Japan. But Ken had a lot of wrestling matches too. So there's this common misconception that he never wrestled before he came to WWF. But that was the farthest thing from the truth that there was.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
But they did a good job playing it off like he was some prodigy here.
I agree 1,000%.
All those fumes is like a pre-show to GWC's Bash.
Oh,
man, he could fill up that whole arena right here, Daniel, with all his fucking contact high from all his weed he smokes.
Okay, so is it marijuana? Is it from vaping or is it from the methamphetamine?
Marijuana, apparently.
No, but I'm talking like the city of Detroit. Is it?
I don't know. That's a loaded question when you're talking about that city.
What city are we in tonight, John?
Des Moines, Iowa.
What do you think so far, the people?
They're not looking. Look at the guy standing up in the second row.
Oh, God.
That guy's taking up 2 seats. Does that say enough?
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah. Do you think people should complain when they're charged for 2 seats on an airplane?
If they can't fit in one, they should be charged for 2 seats. Absolutely. It's your own fault. You get that big and you got to pay for 2 seats, then so fucking be it.
Well, hold on.
Would you want to be sitting and squeezed in next to one of those people on a plane?
No. But they're big boned. No offense, I don't believe in that.
I fly all the time. I fly long flights all the time. And I refuse to sit in the middle as it is. I never sit in the middle. I refuse to. Unless
you fly right around like 30 times a year, at least minimum.
At least,
so like, yes.
Just in the summer alone this last year, I think I was on about a dozen flights.
Oh, yeah.
I never sit in the middle, nor would I. And when I never would sit next to anybody that big.
Good God.
I know. Crazy, right?
Yes.
Shamrock was over. He probably could have made a decent world champ, but we have Stone Cold Face on the way. Yeah, the thing was with Shamrock, why I think they never gave him the title run, and Jim Ross has said it about him, was that he was very unreliable and undependable. He would show up extremely late. He would no-show bookings often, and he got talked to many, many times about it and just didn't take it seriously. So he
was in his zone.
He was in his zone, that's for sure. Uh-oh. Here comes Mankind.
Bang, bang.
Look at that crowd go nuts for Mankind. Man, they love him at this point, don't they, Chris?
Oh God, yeah, man. Mick Foley is getting over like crazy, and the thing is you talk about me and John.
Nice belly to back,
Beautiful
suplex.
belly to belly,
and he got the pin with it.
Nice. And
Wow.
me and John, we love the in-ring action, but we are more about the characters. We're more about storylines. We're more about what draws you into the ring. And the thing is that in my opinion, and I know, John, you side with me on this, Mick Foley is one of the best character workers in the history of the business, hands down.
100%. No doubt about it. There's no denying it. Anybody that denies it is an idiot.
He's so good that he got 3 characters over, and most people can't even get 1.
Yeah, 4 including his own name.
Yeah,
you know. Shamrock picks up a big victory here over Triple H. Good victory for him. Crowd was hot for that. Short match, but a good match for sure.
Oh my God, Daniel!
You take up 2 seats, you pay, use the Simon system and get yourself out of it.
I agree.
Simon system was a good method.
Dude, the Simon system mixed with Stevie Richards fitness. Just saying. I think we could do it.
Love the era of the signs here. Somebody called Mike Bishop over there. 515-223-5772.
I bet Mike Bishop's going to be pretty pissed off with all the phone calls he's going to be receiving.
He might be getting a few. That little shit, man. You think that was a crank call, or do you like for them to crank call him, or do you think that was that kid just trying to get everybody to call him?
I think that kid was good friends with Mike Bishop. Mike Bishop was lonely. He was depressed, and he wanted a girlfriend. He's like, "Hey,"
he was feeling for him. He's being a good young man,
friend. Yeah, saying, "Hey,
what do you say?
Let me give out your number." Then all of a sudden, you got. Do
you think Mankind is a good bowler? Is the sign behind him, Chris? Look at that.
Actually, I do. I do think Mick Foley
is a good bowler too.
Yes.
Look at the Steve Pick Us signs. Bret the Shit Man Hart.
I love this. I love these signs.
These signs are great.
Oh God!
Boy, it's Ahmed. We're having a flashback to the Pearl River on the Undertaker.
Oh God! Didn't he get hurt?
He got hurt in that brawl with the Disciples of Apocalypse last week, actually. So they had that big brawl with them, and he got hurt right off the bat.
Wasn't he in the nation like for 1 week?
Pretty much. This is his 2nd week officially, and he got hurt here. So look at him. Nobody understands in the crowd what the hell he's saying.
No.
Nobody. Not one person.
You got all phenomenal talents behind him, and then you got him.
I translate warrior, and I'm not even good at translating Ahmed.
Damn.
Can you imagine that?
That's terrible. Oh, speaking of translating things, I think Mr. Kenny Omega, his real dad was Brad Armstrong.
In those pictures you put out, it sure looks like it.
I'm calling it right now because I knew you would love that.
I don't love Kenny Omega that much.
No, I'm talking about Brad.
Brad was a star, all right? Brad's got kids everywhere, I'm sure, that are rocking around with that American flag jacket, that awesome mullet. You know, mullets are back in style these days.
They are. And Brad, speaking of Brad, Mr. Nick Patrick, like with our show that like we just did with him, he has nothing but high praise for Mr. Brad Armstrong. Like it was a great interview we did with him.
So many people have so much praise for him. Daniel says, excuse me, only Ahmed could turn and get the championship shot and get hurt in an angle that didn't involve the champ. Did someone say something about someone's father? Christian's ears perked up. Oh.
Hold on. I'm receiving a text message right now.
Look at him. Look at Ahmed's just got out of surgery here. Look at that fucking pajamas that he has on in the hospital. Yeah, this is the best time to get this idiot. Get him right as soon as he gets out of the hospital and he's completely stoned on painkillers.
Dead man, I told you once. I'll tell you again.
This might be the most coherent I've ever heard an Ahmed Johnson promo.
Actually, yes.
Somebody give him more sedatives and shit before you want him to cut a promo.
Did Ahmed come back after this?
I think he did briefly, but it wasn't much longer. It wasn't much longer. Vince is just sitting there. You can see him festering on commentary as he thinks about Ahmed getting injured again.
How about
pajamas? They got him right out of a nap.
Oh my God, I love it. Just imagine Ryback versus Ahmed.
Wow, that would be a barn burner.
Who would get hurt first?
Look at Michael Cole here in '97.
Oh wow,
what a fucking dork!
Michael Cole's he's been with the company for what, like almost 30 years now?
Pretty much, close to it. What a fucking dork he looks like here, though. Oh my God. It's weird to see him back then. I never thought, honestly, that he would have made it that long. Well, here's the Legion of Doom.
Well, right after I take a dump, that's what I say. Well, I'm done with the bowel movement.
You said stuff about drugs. Then they show Hawk going back and forth. The man is ready. He's ready. He's ready for business tonight against the Nation of Domination.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I gotta say, Animal's mohawk was just tremendous.
It was the shit, dude. I love it.
Did you ever have a mohawk as a kid?
I did actually. Yes.
Look at Sunny. She's got $5 in her chest right now.
Does she need that for bail money?
I guess so. And it's the $1 million challenge. $1 million in ones here.
Which if she only knew what was in her future, she would have stole all that money.
He's got all $1 bills here. Do you really think that's a casket full of $1 million in ones?
No. I would say maybe 50 grand.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. If they think people didn't notice, they were all $1 bills in that casket.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the Nation of Domination.
Oh God, that woman.
It's Honey Boo Boo's mom up top.
She heard the Nation of Domination theme and she got excited because
she's standing up. She's ready.
Let's just say that woman loves chocolate, if you will.
Yeah, she loves it, if you will. She probably did steal it and spend it on medication.
Oh God. My name's Stu Hut. And that woman, I could tell you, she loves chocolate.
To the wolf pack. Bam. Hi, mama. That's what that one sign says. To the wolf
Hi, mama.
pack. Bam. Hi, mom. Word, Tim.
Yep.
So we're down to the Headbangers versus Bulldog and Owen and the LOD versus the Nation in the WWF Tag Team Championship Tournament.
This isn't predictable.
No, not at all.
How
many screwball finishes are we going to have tonight on matches, do you think?
3.
Okay. I'm going to go with you. I think 3 tonight. We got a clean one on the first one. So if we have a count out, a DQ, disqualification, it is a screwball finish. They usually average 2 to 3 a week. I'm going to go with the upper this week with you. I'm going to say 3.
Actually, that first match with Hunter and with Shamrock was not half bad.
No, it wasn't. But
no.
Let's see how many matches end in count out, DQ, disqualification tonight. We're both going with 3. So,
bro,
we'll see how we go. I think we got 6 matches on the card tonight, so we'll see what we get.
The more I watch this, the more.
Oh shit! Look at that move from Shotgun on Henry Godwin's neck when he busted his neck. Oof! Ow!
The more I watch this, the more I think I'm right about Vince Russo, and I believe his best time writing was with TNA. And I know some people think I'm crazy for that, but yeah.
I mean, it gets better later on, but at this point in time, it definitely wasn't anything to write home about. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Vote Jeremy Barash Marconi 99.
Jeremy Borash Marconi. Yeah, Jeremy Borash.
They're voting for Jeremy Borash here in 97.
Remember Jeremy Borash from TNA?
Yeah, he's in WWE now. Does work with them behind the scenes.
Yeah. He's a fantastic mind for the business. He does.
He definitely is. But 97, I don't remember ever hearing about Jeremy Borash.
I don't either.
It must have been his mom in the crowd or something like that.
Yeah.
Or his brother.
Oh, God.
Dad putting that sign up there and flagging it out.
Now, are you down with a Brown? Like D'Lo Brown?
Why not?
Yeah. You better recognize.
Where's LaFon and Furness? I need to hear crickets.
Yes.
I don't know if we're going to ever see them on Raw again after their performances thus far.
I hope not.
I hope not either.
They're terrible.
Plumb terrible. They're as terrible can be.
Oh God, yes.
D'Lo's getting much better in the ring at this point in time too, as they're giving him a little bit of time out there now because of the injuries and the restructuring of the Nation of Domination. You can tell. I know D'Lo had worked for many years at this point in time, but he's definitely getting better in the ring.
D'Lo, actually, a lot of people don't realize this, but he's a Jim Cornette guy. So
because he was in Smoky Mountain.
Yep, that's correct.
You know what I never understand about people in the front row, especially look at these goofs standing up in the front row.
Yeah.
It's like you got the best seat in the house, your front row. Why are you standing up? Sit down.
You don't need to stand up.
You don't. You got the best seat in the house. Look at all the people you're blocking. If I was behind that fat tub of lard that's standing up right now.
That's like Jack Swagger's dad.
He kind of looks like a fat version of Donald Trump.
You mean a skinny version of Donald Trump?
Here, but he does. He kind of looks like him.
Hey.
It's weird seeing a D'Lo heel match and not hearing him yell, "Who sucks now?"
Oh, yeah. It's like, hey, remember, Donald Trump only weighs 215.
Sure. Here comes the, oh, man. The Doomsday.
Beautiful.
The Godwins just hit the ring here. Got the slop bucket and all. He botched that one. Boom. Nails Animal, or Hawk, excuse me. D'Lo's going to get the cover.
Number one screwball finish.
Nope. Faarooq pushes him out. Well, we're looking at countouts and DQs to get the, for the screwball ones. So we can't count that one. But LOD just lost to the Nation of Domination due to the outside interference of the Godwins.
Because we know that slop bucket is so freaking hard, even though it's bending like it's what's it called? Damn it, it's not start.
Metal.
Not metal. It's the stuff that you cook. You cook turkeys in. Damn it.
A pan?
No, not. What's the material the pan's made of? Dude, I'm in like a brain fart right now.
Steel, aluminum?
Aluminum, yes.
Okay.
It's like a hardened aluminum. And like straight up, it
bends. Ow! That thing bends when you just touch them.
Yes, exactly.
So 2 matches, though. 2 interferences. Nobody can get a clean finish here at all. So we had 2 people interrupt at least, and meaning first match was Mankind for Shamrock, and then this match the Godwins.
Oh, here we go.
Faarooq is trying to regain any credibility after that god awful Taker feud. How he ever rebounded, and he got better from it too, right?
I think he made the best run of his career with the APA.
It was really good. They were great as the APA. He was good in WCW, though.
How is the APA not in the Hall of Fame yet?
I don't know. I have no idea.
They're freaking phenomenal.
I mean, I know they're both in separately.
Yeah.
Did they go in together as a unit? I don't know.
I don't think so. Not yet.
Yeah, I don't think so. Daniel, do you remember if they did or not?
Do you think they deserve to go in as APA?
I do. Definitely. Yeah. I definitely would put them in as the APA if they're not already in. 100%. I mean, both deserve to be in as singles competitors, too, in my opinion. What
about the oddities? I think they deserve to go in.
Which one? All of them? Are you going to bring in Kurgan or
Kurgan, Sable, Luna Pashan?
What was John Tenta's name in there with the mask on?
Golga.
Yes.
Golga the Jackal.
The Hall of Fame. The Jackal.
The Insane Clown Posse.
Savio's out now. He's calling out Faarooq. He's gonna bring the Los Balicuas with him here shortly.
Uh-oh.
These guys are doing a signing for KNS WrestleFest, Chris. The entire Bariquas. Even the guy with the hairy back. I told Daniel. I said, I wonder if back hair comes with the autograph price for the one guy.
Damn, come on.
That guy could be shaving his back and his arms and all the hair off there, and he could literally fill about 10,000 orders.
This guy's making sheep jealous.
Bradshaw Faarooq went in individually. Faarooq was in 2012, the one I went to. Gotcha.
Okay.
How was the Hall of Fame when you went to it, Daniel, live watching it? Was it
fun? My God, the hairy back.
Hairy backs here. Los Bariquas. They're starting this whole gang war shit. We got the DOA the other week. Now we got the Los Balicuas.
Whenever we did like our limited series with Shotgun Saturday Night, I know we've fast forward through maybe 3 or 4 matches our whole entire time watching this. And one of the matches you actually fast forward through was a match on Shotgun Saturday Night, which was the one with the guy with the hairy back.
I couldn't take it. It's disgusting. It's absolutely fucking disgusting for anybody to allow themselves to grow hair like that all over their back, their arms, their chest.
And think that's okay.
Like, cool, have chest hair, have some hair in your arms. But when you look like a fucking chia pet constantly, like, it's disgusting.
Yeah, I think back hair is nasty.
Oh, it's gross. Here comes the DOA out right now.
Here we go. Did you see Baron Corbin's entrance?
I did not. I didn't see anything from last night.
Or
Baron NXT.
Actually, Baron Corbin had a really good match.
I saw one clip, of Tiffany Stratton taking on Becky, and it looked like a really good match.
Her booty cheeks were showing.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why it was extra special good to me. The Ku Klux Klan, the Disciples of Apocalypse are out right now.
There's no racial overtones with this storyline.
Daniel says it was a fun Hall of Fame. Edge, Horseman, Faarooq. But I've gone to signings during that time if I redid it. That's a good list of people to go in.
This is essentially...
Chia.
This is essentially a freaking prison yard with the different groups.
That was the whole point.
That's fucked up.
That was the whole point. You know, they're taking this shit from they were in prison. And this was before Dom was alive, so...
Dude, the spirit of Dom is alive and well in this. I can't believe Dom lost the North American Championship.
Yeah, Rhea said tonight on Raw that not to come home if he doesn't bring that North American title back tomorrow in their rematch.
Oh, wow.
I hope they don't break them up. I hope they do not break them up. That would be such a fucking mistake.
I think Dom's going to win it back.
I hope so. He has his eyes set on a bigger prize, though. He's going after the tribal chief, he said.
Not yet.
You doubting fucking Dom?
Yes. I'm sorry. He's not ready yet.
Wow. Daniel, you hearing this?
He has to encapsulate the spirit of Eddie. He can't do it quite yet. It's going to take him longer.
Dom got prison justice. He took on gang wars on his own when he did his time in prison.
He did.
You don't mess with that kid.
Remember the tag team Southern Justice? Remember Southern Justice?
Yeah, I remember.
Great tag team.
You have 3 groups, plus the Hart Foundation. So much warfare, and Brett is the only good speaker out of it. Yeah.
Oh.
Reigns against Dirty Dom in Mania 40. Forget The Rock. Imagine his entrance coming out for WrestleMania 40 if he was in there with the tribal chief.
I think honestly people would watch it.
All right, so the only one of these guys' names that I know is Savio Vega, and I think the hairy guy is Miguel Perez, but I could be wrong. I have no idea who the other 2 schmucks are. Do you?
We're here to kick some ass. I have no idea.
Now they got Sunny in a bikini right now. Is she laying out in the prison yard?
She is. Hi there.
Boy, she looked good at this point in time, though, didn't she?
She did. Woo!
Order your magazine subscription here, folks. 866-993-7467. Subscribe to the Raw magazine.
Apparently, Dolph Ziggler got with her after she got back into sunny shape after the Hall of Fame.
Lord. Okay. Well, she looked good at that point in time after the Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
They got exclusive photos in the magazine here of Brian Pillman and Sunny. What is with his shorts that he is wearing in this photo shoot?
I don't know. Oh,
please, God, tell me that was an accident. Even at this point in time.
Her shorts?
I didn't have any of those. Oh, the crush I used to have on Sunny. Take me back to those days. Hey, Chris, you might want to go in and come back out. You're frozen.
All right, brother, I got you.
Yep. here comes Scott Putski. Woo! And the crowd just went mild, folks. Scott Putski is here. Scott Putski's been hitting that fucking, spray tan shit at this point in time. That boy is gleaming. They're showing a little clip here, folks, of his father, the great Ivan Putski, and that big Polish hammer that he would hit there for his finishing move. Mowing him down. Oh, that's a great visual right there. He's nailing Greg the Hammer Valentine. I'm all down with it. Yep, Scott Putski's sighting Daniel, that's for sure. He's here. Bootleg Renegade with no face paint. That's a good pickup, actually. He does kind of look like the Renegade, just a pinch. And Brian Christopher is coming out here. God, he was a good heel. I always love Brian Christopher.
Brian Christopher, yes.
He was a good heel, wasn't he, Chris?
He was, actually.
He was very hateable.
And an extremely great hand in the ring.
Yeah, he was good. Look at him rolling around to the crowd, just taunting him.
He
sees
is.
His dad out there, gives him the old thumbs up.
It's funny, like with Scott Putski, they're not focusing on his accomplishments and like his accolades. It's look at his dad.
It's his dad. Daniel made a good point. He called him the bootleg renegade with no paint.
Oh my God, yes. And like straight up, I was happy to see Ivan Putski hit Greg Valentine with
that
the
was
hammer.
A good moment right there in that video package.
That was.
So this is in the light heavyweight division right now.
Really, Scott Putski's really under 215?
Yeah, I'm gonna say I don't believe that. How many steroids do you think was going in and out of Scott Putski's body at this point in time?
A lot.
Yeah.
Dude.
More than a bit.
He's got a phenomenal look.
He does.
That's
I always
it.
enjoyed Brian, one of my favorites at times. Yeah, he was really funny, Daniel.
Oh, yeah.
All Scott Putski has to do is finish the story.
Hey, while we're at it, let's get Sean Stasiak out there.
Yeah. Meat.
Yeah, meat. Yeah.
Let's get meat out there. We'll have a little Planet Stasiak.
Oh, my God. Apparently, Sean Stasiak would put tape recorders in the locker rooms. And
yeah. That's why he got fired, right?
Yes.
Imagine thinking that was a good idea.
Well, at least he's not having cameras in like the ladies' room or anything. I mean,
Pretty
like,
much.
At least he's not that disgusting.
Uh-huh. Pretty much. Pretty much. All right. Brian Christopher goes. He gets the Russian leg sweep on him there.
Beautiful.
I'm not even going to say what Jerry's saying about Polish people right now. Wow. Did you hear that?
Yeah, we're not going to repeat that.
No. Wow. That didn't age well.
Peacock, you guys want to censor things? I would recommend looking.
That might have been one you might want to.
Yeah.
I'd give Raw the win every week if it just showed clips of people beating up Valentine.
Yes.
Planet Stasiak was way ahead of his time, maybe in another 20 years.
Well,
I really can't believe that they let that one get through with what Jerry said, even though it was a long time ago.
Yes.
That wasn't a good one.
Not at all.
No.
Yeah.
That wasn't a good one at all. Jerry's calling out Ivan now, wherever he's at. He's going to bring him back out from retirement, Chris.
Oh my God! Please don't tell me you're going to bring back Ivan.
Nah, he never makes it back out.
Thank God, because frickin' Ivan was no offense, he was really hard to watch whenever he was in his prime.
Yeah, Scott Putski didn't get a real long run here. I think he was with them for maybe 6 months to a year, something like that.
And I think he was to World Championship Wrestling after
He did have a short run over there for a very small period.
And he didn't do anything there.
It's going up to the top rope now. Let's see what he does. He's going to go coast to coast.
This match is passable.
It is. I'll give him that. Crossbody off the top. Nope.
Beautiful.
Jerry's trying to interject himself in here now.
So is Jerry acknowledging that he's the dad now?
He's kind of acknowledging it. Yeah, he's gonna hit him with the big fist. Nope. Oh, Jerry gets knocked off the ring by his son.
Oh,
Scott's going for whatever his finisher might be. Nope, but Jerry gets back, grabs the leg,
beautiful.
Misses. Brian gets the 1, 2, 3. There you go.
That's smart. Okay, good finish.
Yeah, not a bad finish. Once again, interference though. Nothing clean. Oh, Scott's pissed. He's going after him after the bell here. Now Jerry's hopping in the ring. They're gonna lay the beat down on young Scott Putski.
Jerry's
come on,
punches.
get the Polish Hammer Ivan out here to save his son.
The more I watch Jerry's matches, like with his punches, the more I appreciate him. Dude, his punches were excellent.
Jerry Lawler has some of the best punches in the business, hands down. Scott Putski was the typical, had the body, no charisma at all. Yeah. Agreed, Daniel.
I agree.
Agreed.
But you know somebody who had everything, but he blew it all?
Hit me with it.
Chris Harris.
The Wildcat? Braden Walker?
Braden Walker. Dude, Braden Walker, man. We need to bring him back. Actually, Braden Walker was on the 1000th episode of Impact.
He was in a match or some shit, wasn't he?
Yes, with James Storm, America's Most Wanted.
All right. Good for him.
Hey, Braden. If you want to come on our show, you're more than welcome to.
Speak for yourself. I don't want to talk to that ass clown.
Hey,
that's your brother.
Hey.
Chris's real last name, folks. I'm gonna pull the onion back a little bit here.
Walker. Yeah. Christopher
Walker and Braden Walker teaming up. Daniel says the Lawlers can beat up with the Putskis all day, and I wouldn't feel one bit of sympathy. Braden
know how
Walker's going to be at WrestleCade next month, selling out from North Carolina to Japan.
Hell yeah! Well, for me,
Rodman gives Bischoff herpes. Is that sign with that kid, Chris? I'm sorry.
That is great.
Yep.
That is great.
Tremendous.
I would love to. My dream is to wrestle one match. Okay, and the thing is that Braden Walker is training me right now, and yeah,
big news coming out here. He's training you.
He's training me.
Are you on the Krispy Kreme diet that he was on?
I'm on the Dunkin' Donuts diet actually.
Okay, all right. Well, I heard that adds more protein.
It does. It does.
The Krispy Kreme is more for the lean muscle mass. You're trying to bulk up, I guess, on the Dunkin'.
I am that, so I can protect my neck
and
my spine. So
makes sense.
So I'm trying to fatten up the area.
How many donuts does he got you on a day?
13 donuts every 4 hours.
Wow.
So yeah.
Boy, he's really training you hard.
He is. I've gained about 48 pounds within the past 3 weeks.
Right. You're bulking up.
I'm having issues fitting through my front door now. I'm getting concerned here.
Daniel says this news is way bigger than anything Raw can throw out there. This training runs on Duncan. I gotta say, shout out to Duncan though. They're like my favorite thing to have. I don't eat out much, but
I'm having heart issues now because of them.
I get my Duncan coffee almost every single day. I got my Duncan coffee. They have the best coffee out there.
I like Starbucks.
Oh, it's so expensive.
I agree.
It's so shitty.
Really?
Yeah, I hate it. I don't like Starbucks coffee.
Okay.
And Undertaker's doing a promo in the locker room here, and nobody at all cares. He doesn't even know if he's going to get a match anytime soon. He's like, I'm the champ, and I'm not even getting a fucking match now that Ahmed Johnson's out with this big injury.
This reminds me of whenever The Miz was the Intercontinental Champion, and he wasn't getting booked for shit. And The Miz was one of the best IC champions of that era.
Was that in one of his earlier runs, or was that the run?
That was one of his earlier runs.
Okay.
And he actually brought legitimacy back to that title, and then literally, they skipped him for 3 pay-per-views. He's like, "What the fuck?"
I'm still here. Daniel says you should have done the promo right near his parents' grave. It would have made it much more believable and much more interesting, wouldn't it?
Yeah, where's Christian at? He's got to talk to Undertaker.
Yeah, he could be sending some stuff his way. He could be hitting him with a couple receipts.
Yeah.
Chris,
So,
don't forget, sponsor of the show here tonight and for Monday Night Raw is 1-800-COLLECT. If
well,
you make a collect call, Chris, and you just mention RWR on it when you connect,
yeah.
you will get some extra special treatment. Lee Marshall will give you a personal phone call.
No, that is awesome.
The great Sasuke here they're showing.
Woo! Who?
Suzuki Sasuke. I don't know what you want to call him. He's taking on Takamichi Noku on the light heavyweight in a light heavyweight match at the Canadian Stampede.
You take my $30 right now.
Yep. Because when I think of the Canadian Stampede, I want to see Takamichi Noku taking on the great Sasuke, or the great Suzuki, whatever version they want to call him. Don't you?
I do. And that and the mini wrestler. What's his name?
Mascarita Sangrado Jr.
Yeah, Mascarita Sangrado Jr. Mascarita, if you're still alive, we would love to have you on the show. You might need to bring a translator, but we would love to have you.
He's a better in-ring talent than most anybody out there today.
Actually, he's phenomenal. I ain't talking shit. I'm serious.
He's actually entertaining to watch. I agree.
Okay.
Let's see. Daniel said, Pillman back in the ring and seeing how bad he deteriorated. I'd rather just see him on the mic. I agree. It's really sad to see him at this point in time, Chris. Wouldn't you agree?
I agree 1,000%. But I understand where Brian's coming from. He's wanting to get like that one last big contract so he can take care of his family, which I get it, but it's just sad to watch. Speaking of what's sad to watch, you guys got that screenshot of the message that Christian sent me the other night. And
he's just calling it like it is. Why you got to get hot at him and shit?
He asked me if how I was doing. I said good. He said, "Well, is your dad dead?" Yes. He said, "Good, because you're a piece of shit." I said, "Thank you."
I think Christian is the most entertaining thing in wrestling today.
Oh God, he's great.
Would you agree?
I agree 1,000%. He's outstanding.
I really do. I think if I was to rank some of the things that are the most interesting in wrestling today, it's just about anything Dominic Mysterio does. I'm going to throw in this. I'm going to throw in the stuff with Adam Cole and MJF, and then I'm going to throw him in there too. Christian is the top one for me. Most interesting thing that's going on right now.
Do you think the WWE would have let Christian do this gimmick?
Nope.
No. Okay.
Nope.
So I'm glad he's in AEW doing that then.
I think being in AEW has a lot of much more creative autonomy for a lot of these veterans and things. And that's just my personal opinion. I know Tony's the final say, but I think it's definitely a good thing for guys who want some creative control for themselves. So Daniel says Christian is such a caring guy. He went out of his way to lend support. Absolutely. Chris doesn't see it. To think WWE never thought Christian was a main eventer. Kiss my ass. Absolutely.
Yeah. I agree.
Yep.
Apparently, Vince McMahon did not like the way Christian's face looked.
Look at what Mick gave Jim. He gave him his own mandible claw hand. What a nice guy.
What the?
He's got the pick me Steve thing on. I love it. Pillman is using that mandible claw thing and going after everybody right now. It looks like a giant dildo.
It does. Thank God.
Vince just grabbed that dildo from him.
There's children. There are children in the arena. Brian, do not shove that up his rectum. Do not do it.
Vince looked kind of upset there a little bit. I think Pillman might be driving him a little up the wall.
Yeah.
I think he might be just a little bit. Daniel says, because Vince didn't want to get into bed with Christian, he couldn't reach that glass ceiling. I never understood how Vince didn't see him as a top-level talent.
I don't either. Because
I've always thought he was.
You look at the stuff he did with Randy Orton. You look at the stuff he did with Alberto Del Rio. Outstanding. Heck, dude, the stuff that he did before he left the first time, the stuff he did with Cena, outstanding. Before he went to TNA.
He was great in TNA, though, too.
He was outstanding in TNA. He was their first big signing ever.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then of course you got Kurt Angle and on. But Christian was that first star that they got saying, "Oh, wait a second, these guys are serious competition now."
Daniel says he got that item from Russo's office.
Oh.
We got Steve Austin in the back here right now, cutting a promo on Pillman. It's going to be fun to see. I don't remember. Did they cut the gun incident out between these two later on down the road, Chris?
I don't remember, to be honest with you.
I don't know if it's already happened at this point. Probably not. But
Daniel, when is the gun incident?
if it hasn't happened already, it's got to be coming up soon because he passes away in a few months after this.
Yeah.
So it's got to be coming up pretty soon.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
That was some of the best shit, though, because people really thought it was real and were calling the cops.
Well, it's kind of like whenever they did Nitro. They did Nitro at Disney World, and the NWO was beating the shit out of like the cruiserweights. Rey Mysterio got slammed up against like the side of a trailer and
thrown like a fucking dart by Nash.
And like the neighbors that lived in Celebration, which was like the town like right next to like the theme park, were calling the cops because they thought there was literally like a gang fight going on. So yeah.
Daniel said the gun incident was around November 96, back when Austin first
Okay.
viewed. Okay. Yeah. All right. Makes sense now. So that was a long while back. I wonder if they have it on Peacock still.
You know Pillman's got a gun, right? Pillman's got a gun. Make him run.
Daniel says Nash, Spike, and Ray into the trailer is still one of the best moments in wrestling history. It was awesome because Ray comes out of that trailer and looks to go for the
crossbody.
Yeah, the crossbody. And Nash just catches him like he's a small child and just heaves him like a dart right into the side of that trailer.
Ray does look like a small child with comparison to Nash.
Everybody does, basically, though.
Yeah.
He had him, and then, they had all the ambulances come in. It was like a 15, 20-minute, maybe even longer segment.
Yeah.
It was really good. It was one of the best segments, in my opinion, in Nitro history.
Oh, God, yeah.
And that says a lot.
Because people thought it was real.
Yeah. That's when you're doing it you're doing it good, when you can make people actually believe that it's legit.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the scars on Mick's arm, Chris. Ooh, he missed there.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Landed a shoulder in there.
Do you think Mick regrets doing that?
I think if Mick could go back, he would do it a little bit different on some of these bumps, knowing how it worked out for him.
A little bit safer.
Yeah, just a pinch.
Me and my wife were watching a thing on the feud between The Miz and Daniel Bryan, and how Daniel Bryan, he kept calling The Miz a coward because of his wrestling style. And like my wife said to me, she's like, but won't The Miz feel better whenever he's older? And won't he be able to have more matches because he's safer in the ring? I said, yep. And then you got people like Daniel Bryan. I respect him. The guy's a legend. But he gets hurt way more often. And I hate to say it, but The Miz might not have to use a cane whenever he gets older. I think Daniel Bryan definitely will.
Daniel Bryan's the guy that always worries about me, especially with his neck and head injuries and stuff. The concussions. It's terrible to see. Mick just took Pillman's nuts and threw him right into the ring there. The ring, the ring post.
Didn't Greg Valentine bust a couple wrestlers' testicles?
More than a few. He was proud of it too. Go check out on our YouTube page the latest Ravishing Rick Rude promo at the end. It's right on there. That story was phenomenal.
I know.
Dennis says Mick just felt like saying hello to the steps. I didn't need that brain cell. Oh.
Yes.
Triple H now to try to distract Mick Foley.
Screwball finish.
Another screwball finish. Now Joni Chyna's on the end.
Is this 2 or 3?
This is every match.
Oh my God.
We haven't had a count out or DQ yet, though, so we're still at 0.
Okay, here we go. Hold on.
But everyone has had a screwball finish.
Earl is a man of integrity.
Look at Pillman. He took that boot off. Now he's wrestling with one sock. Oh, that was the worst chair shot ever.
God damn.
By Triple H. That was bad.
Those chairs are terrible.
It's like he just stopped.
Did you see Hunter trying to console him? I'm sorry.
Now Mick is running after him right now.
Oh, God.
He doesn't care about this match.
You see the fan going bang, bang?
Yeah.
Bang, bang!
Bang, bang! Pillman's back in the ring, and Mick is counted out. That is our first Screwball finish and that for a count out DQ.
The match was actually okay.
Yeah, it wasn't bad, but
and
we have a count out, so that's number one.
I gotta say, it's Nitro is definitely the day one this week for me.
It's going to be hard. I mean, this hasn't been an awful show so far. I'll say that. It's had good energy to it, but definitely isn't anything flashy for sure. It's the Russo era. Something always has to happen. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Earl needs to go back to refereeing school.
Whoa.
Hey, we all heard you eat crow on our interview with the wonderful Nick Patrick there, where you backtracked a little bit, buddy boy.
Earl is the greatest WWF referee ever, okay? I've always said that.
You've always said he's the greatest referee ever, and then you backtracked on those comments.
In the WWF, I said he was the greatest one.
Bullshit. You said it a lot. Do not disrespect the good damn name of Mr. Patrick, and you had to eat a little crow there, buddy.
I said Mr. Patrick was the greatest overall, but when it came to the WWF, it was Earl Hebner. So, boom.
You hear that backtracking, Daniel? Paul Bearer hears it.
Do you think
yes, Martin.
Do you think I'm flip-flopping more than a pancake?
You're flip-flop, flip-flop, flip-flop.
More than a politician?
Chris is a flip-flop.
Yeah. Floppy, flippity, bitch.
Hey, Daniel made a good point here. Nick Patrick ref for the WWF, so Earl has to be second.
Whoa. I think I think Nick's most effective run was in WCW.
Every run was effective. Every run.
Here we go, the second hour.
Your boy, the crooked man himself, Mr. Earl Hebner.
You damn right he did.
Your boy Earl wouldn't be jumping up to join any shows and come in and grace you with his presence.
I'm a firm believer that I believe that Vince McMahon screwed Bret Hart.
Vince screwed Bret, not Bret screwed Bret.
Nope, Bret didn't screw Bret because Bret agreed to like a 10-year deal. Mm-hmm. Then suddenly Vince decided to renege on that deal. And yeah.
Yep. Blame your buddy Mr. Hebner too. That shady creature.
Whoa. I watched. Wait, hold on.
I haven't seen
The Shadows. Hold on, what's the name?
Wrestling with Shadows.
Wrestling with Shadows, and that makes me have more respect for Bret because Bret even said he's willing to lose to anybody else except Shawn Michaels.
I haven't seen anybody that shady like Earl and all the people at that point in time since Scuffy McGee.
Whoa. Scuffy McGee was on methamphetamines most of his life, so you got to understand there's a reason for that.
Diego says Earl would be like, where's my 12-pack?
Oh, God.
Earl screwed Bret. He called for the bell. Absolutely, Daniel. Chris just can't admit it for his hero.
Earl didn't know. Okay, Vince told him right there, call for the bell or you're not getting your 12-pack. And Earl's like, oh, no, I can't do that. So he called for the bell.
Here comes Paul Bearer down to the ring right now. Paul looks different, and it's not in a good way to me without that jet black hair that he would have.
He looks like shit.
Oh, yes. Undertaker.
Let's go to the strip club.
Did you ever think that Paul would be getting as much as he did? Who is this fucking idiot here coming out attacking Paul?
What the
hell is that? Did you see that shit?
Yes. What the hell was that? Ross?
He goes, that's one of the creatures of the night, I'd assume.
Oh.
The bad part was that 100-pound woman just single-legged Paul Bearer with the greatest of ease and took him down.
Yes.
That definitely wasn't planned because Paul's no-selling this and so's Vince.
Good God, Paul.
Why would you be going after Paul Bearer of all people on a show?
I don't know. What are you known for? I'm the girl who single-legged Paul Bearer.
Yeah, I took Paul out. It was a hard, tough task. He was only about 70 and about 150 pounds overweight at this point. It was a real tough task.
It was. Shitting up on a hill or sitting up on a hill?
That guy that's trying to pull a Seth Rollins incident on Paul. God, I remember that one too. That was on the entrance when he was coming out or something, right?
Yes.
That was. I love those moments when fans decide it's a smart idea to hop in the ring.
No offense, most of these wrestlers you do not want to fuck with. They legitimately have training.
It's like you want to say sometimes, like, what would provoke somebody to think that that is a good idea?
I don't know. That's like somebody getting like a wild hair up their ass and they want to attack Ronda Rousey or Shamrock.
Yeah.
That's not a good idea because this is the thing, fans. They have, okay. Legally speaking, if you lay your hands on a wrestler and you jump the barricades, they have the legal right to defend themselves. So if they beat the shit out of you, guess what? You can't press charges. That's on you.
Now, see, Daniel makes a really good point here. He says, this is about Paul's look. He says, I like this look for heel Paul because it distinguishes him away from the partnership with the Undertaker, total scumbag heel look.
Yeah.
That's a very good point that I didn't think about. And when you put it that way, I would agree with you now. Even though I didn't like the look as much, it does make sense when you put it that way, Daniel.
Would you see the similarities between Paul and Kane and Christian and Luchasaurus?
Sure, yeah.
Seriously, like with what Christian's trying to do.
Yeah, no, Christian's changed up. I agree. He's changed up his look a lot and stuff to try to get over his heel persona. Absolutely. You got to do that stuff. I didn't even think about that until Daniel mentioned that. It's a really good point. And, you know, I can see what you're talking about with Christian, too. You got to do that stuff just to distinguish yourself a little bit. Daniel says, I love Brock's reaction to what's happened to Seth. Try to do that to him. Yeah, I don't know if anybody's dumb enough to try to jump in there, you know, and try to attack Brock coming out or Brock in the ring. I would love to see that. That would be fun.
I'm good.
Just see Brock fucking ragdoll the guy and take him to Suplex City and for real. That would be great.
Yes. Oh my God, Daniel.
Paul was Kane's dad and Christian is everybody's dad. It makes sense.
Yes.
He's father of the year in my book.
He is. I think Christian might be a Hall of Famer this year. I'm just saying. I'm throwing it out there, possibility, just for being everybody's dad.
Christian's work this year alone in AEW is Hall of Fame worthy for this show.
Yes.
Paul's calling out Undertaker now for being a delinquent child and smoking cigarettes and burning the house down.
Well, have you ever fell asleep with cigarettes in your hands, John?
Sure, when I used to smoke, yeah.
Did you ever burn anything when I fallen asleep?
Yeah. Burned a hole in my crotch a few times. You know, you'll feel that one. It's been a long time since I've been a smoker, though, so.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, definitely a few times you fall asleep with that thing and you just wake up and you got a big fucking hole in your crotch. Not a good idea.
I got a scar on my hand here, and literally, which is from me falling asleep with a Black and Mild in my hand, and it burned the side of my hand here, and it literally like the perfect size of a Black and Mild
right there.
Tip. Yeah, right there. So it's a reminder.
Daniel says Brock would toss somebody like he threw that car door into the crowd.
Oh my God.
That would be awesome.
Remember that? The whole thing like with Jamie Noble, it was Jamie Noble and Joey Mercury, and he ripped the door off the thing and he damn near threw it in the crowd. Oh my God. That was great.
Paul talking about how Undertaker burned that funeral parlor right down to the ground right now. I can't wait to see when Kane comes out and makes his debut here shortly.
He debuts in October of '97 at the Bad Blood pay-per-view, and freaking Kane, he does like a bunch of squash matches before he finally, I think he finally faces Taker at WrestleMania. Like the build-up was outstanding. I think it's one of the greatest build-ups in the history of wrestling.
Paul fell asleep with an Undertaker mama in his hand.
Oh
no, this is great because they literally build this up before the debut of Kane for probably a good 5-6 months, I would think, by the time it actually happens.
Hold on, June, July,
never
August,
get that.
September, October. 5 months.
Good 5 months or so. You would never get that type of build now. Nobody has the attention span for it.
No.
Look at Paul getting consoled in the back by Vader right now.
God, Vader's tights.
He's a jam up guy. Look at him. He's trying to help him out.
Vader's tights are smelling through the screen.
We
God.
got Mark Marrow and Sable right now backstage. Mark's not looking too happy.
Unfortunately, we love Mark. He's a friend of the show. We have nothing but we have nothing but the utmost love and respect for Mark. But his career in the WWF was done by then. You know?
Oh no! Look at those. Those are 50s right there. They got all those ones, but Sable ironically pulls out the bundle with the 50s in them.
Yes.
Well, let's just be realistic. There wasn't any hundreds and 50s going out in there at this point.
I wonder if anybody actually won that.
I guess maybe. Look at the look at this vignette here for. This has to be for SummerSlam, I believe. They got Triple H in this really hideous looking Mercedes with some beautiful broad with them.
What's our first clue?
The key. That was clue number 1, Chris. The key. We got to keep checking back to see if we win our $1 million chance right here.
John, write it down.
I am. We're gonna have to get these. We're gonna have to get this, Chris. I think we could take this and win. Sable looks awkward moving, not asking someone if they're ready to see the grind. The $1 million was saved for Daniel Pewter, and even he couldn't win the whole mill.
Oh, God.
God, Daniel Pewter. What a turd.
Even Kurt Angle said the guy had potential, but he was just an asshole.
All right, I'm gonna pull the onion back here. We were supposed to have Daniel Pewter on the show a few years ago. And
was this before I was a part of the group?
No, you were doing the show. It was a couple summers ago. We had Daniel Pewter all lined up, talked to him, booked him and everything through his site. Big Mike actually got it. And that motherfucker no-showed and didn't even come.
Oh, surprising.
Yeah. Yep. Agreed. Mosh and Thrash taking on Owen and the Bulldog right now, Chris.
Bullshit.
Excuse Chris's mouth full of fucking Doritos.
Sorry, guys. Blood sugar. All right, I'm good now.
All right. Pewter was in the main event of the Royal Rumble one year in the actual Rumble. He's a main event star, right?
He is.
When they all beat the shit out of him in that Royal Rumble, that was one of my favorite moments ever.
Well, the thing is that the thing that got that ass whooping was the night where he tried to
shoot on Kurt,
and that was not a great idea. Because let's just be honest here, I think frickin' Kurt Angle within like a real fight, he could have beat Pewter's ass.
I do as well, definitely. Pewter wasn't on his level with wrestling and shit. Pewter was a tough guy though in his own right.
Oh yeah,
he had about 8 or 9. Maybe 10 fights in MMA. Not like ever fought anybody. It's not like ever fought anybody good. But
yeah.
Ooh, nice move there by Owen Hart.
Dude, we should have like a Matt Riddle versus Daniel Pewter match. So let's book it.
Loser goes to a deserted island, never to be heard from again.
Yeah. Loser, okay. Like the winner gets 10 pounds of pot, and of course we got to do this within like a legal state.
There we go.
And like the loser goes to a deserted island.
Daniel says it ranks up there with Randy RKOing Nia. Man, I forgot he RKO'd her.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it right now, and there's a smile coming to my face.
I love it.
Headbangers, were you ever a fan?
No,
not really. No, I couldn't get into this.
We talk about how D'Lo Brown, he's the Jim Cornette guy. So are the Headbangers. They were the Flying Nuns in Smoky Mountain Wrestling.
They were on the debut episode of Shotgun Saturday Night, too.
They were, and they are former WWF Tag Team Champions.
Pretty crazy that they actually won the belts at some point to me.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and the thing is that they are not a horrible tag team by any stretch, but they're just not our style. We just don't get it. But that's
Are you a fan of Beaver Cleavage?
Yes, the character that wants to bang his mom.
Yep. Great idea on that character, huh?
Bro. Really?
Oh, boy. Hey,
was that a Vince Was it a Vince McMahon idea or a Vince
I think
Russo?
that was I think it was a Russo. I could be wrong. I don't want to quote me on that one. So, but I could be wrong. Hey, Chris, take the reins just for 1 second. I just got to run to the bathroom. Okay.
All right, go.
All right. Thanks, buddy.
All right. So we got the roll-up pin. Oh, here we go. Owen, beautiful clothesline. He's not in Nugget. Remember that. We got Bulldog. He's covering Thrasher, Mosh, one of them. Bret Hart, he's on the phone. He does not want to be in the United States right now because apparently we are a bunch of ingrates and we are scoundrels. I don't blame him. Yes, we are. We are dirty dogs, Bret. We are dirty dogs. I admit that. Okay, so Daniel says that I'm thankful they don't go use those cones they use later on. Oh, God, yeah. There we go. They went from wanting to sleep with his... Wait, hold on. They went from the wanting to sleep with his mom to being his girlfriend to a domestic abuse angle and all within 3 weeks. Oh, yeah, that. And when that didn't work out, because that got a lot of pushback from sponsors and the FCC and all that shit. Apparently, he got put into a tag team with D'Lo Brown called Lowdown, which actually was not a half bad tag team, and which the original incarnation of Lowdown was decent, but then they had it with damn it, what's his name? Shriek. Abdul Singh, I cannot think of the guy's name to save my life, but they had the guy from the Middle East manage them, and they came out in like genie outfits, and oh yes, it was Tiger Ali Singh who was managing Lowdown, and then they dressed up as freaking genies. And yeah, it was terrible. Who are these fat fucks that are coming in the ring? Okay, so we got okay, so we have two fat guys. Yes, Daniel, amen to that. Abdullah the Butcher's kids. I don't think we see them ever again after this. Who the hell are these people? Good God. This is terrible. Speaking of terrible, you get a horrible end with this match, and these guys randomly appearing. I don't even know who the hell these guys are. I've never seen them. The way they're moving, Vince got rid during the break. Yeah, I don't think they made an appearance again after this. They were absolutely god-awful. I thought the Authors of Pain were bad. Good God. Oh, my God. Speaking of bad characters, we talk about Beaver Cleavage. Remember Key? The guy that dressed in all white. Vic Grimes. And yeah, basically the drug dealer for draws. Good God. Thank God John's missing this. LaFawn and Furnace get a Road Warrior pop compared to these guys. I agree 1,000%. This is terrible. Okay. Is Jim Cornette their coach? Good Lord, awful selling. Yes, that segment was absolute hot garbage. I'm going to tell you that right now, if you will. Oh, my God. That was terrible, guys. It's true. No, the Undertaker's giving his side of the story, so instead of defending his title, we have to talk about his mother, his father. and my little brother burnt to death to a crisp, KFC style, in the family funeral home. No wonder Cornette can't forgive Russo if that was his idea. No offense, if those two fat fucks were his idea, the fat twins of Abdul the Butcher, then yeah, I don't blame him. So he's pretty much saying that he's being punished for messing with the matches. He burned the motherfucking funeral home down. He knew the liquids were flammable, and he still lit the motherfucker. So the house was burnt down, but he still made him do his daily chores. I would die if someone walked to the Taker's locker room to get their gear. Yes. That would have been great. That would have been fucking awesome. Furnace and LaFon, I would love to see them get in there. They grab their gear. Every day of my life. This is absolute crap. It was my responsibility, if you will. He was my little brother. Brother from another mother. Uh-oh. Taker, what'd you do? You bastard, you burnt down the funeral home. Taker sees Kane playing with liquids in matches and doesn't think anything of it. What a brother. Yes, you talk about a class act brother. This is terrible. Oh, good God. Those fake lockers. Saints can take a beating. He's using big words like restraint, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. If they only bought Kane that little red wagon, the parents would be here today. Exactly. It's those little things, ladies and gentlemen, that make a big difference. It's those little things. If Kane would have got that little red wagon, who knows? The parents would be here today. And you know what? They would have been able to have fun. They would have been able to have picnics. They could have gone to Kentucky Fried Chicken together. And they wouldn't have had flashbacks to stuff burning and diving under the restaurant tables. Just saying, guys.
Did I hear Kentucky Fried Chicken?
Yes. Okay, hold on. The firefighters restrain him so he chokeslam anyone in sight. Amen to that. Okay, John.
Hit me with this.
You missed a tag team that just debuted that whooped the asses of the Headbangers. They looked like shorter, fatter versions of Abdul the Butcher, I swear to God.
What are they called?
I don't know. But Jim Cornette, he stepped out.
I know those guys.
And he was blowing a whistle.
Yeah, they're huge, right?
Yes. Who are they?
Oh my gosh.
Was that their only appearance?
They made a few. I can't remember their name though, but I know exactly who you're talking about, what they look like.
They look like
you mentioned Abdul the Butcher.
They look like Abdul the Butcher.
Let me see if I can find their name.
This promo is terrible.
Let's see if I can find their name. Let's see. The Midnight Express. No, not them.
Daniel made a great point. He said, how funny would it be if like a random wrestler just went to like their locker during this promo
and just grabbed their shit?
Hey, Tiger. Fill us Phil, LaFon and Furnace. I think they should do that. Hey,
Yeah.
Taker.
How you doing? Let's see.
You're doing a serious promo. All right, eh?
They don't even mention him here in his bio, which that's how you know how bad that team was. I just typed in fat team Jim Cornette managed.
Taker is trying to build the story, but he's made it look so bad during this whole run. Honestly, the storyline eventually gets better, but this explanation is way drawn out, way too long, and it's like he should simply say yes, it was terrible. Yes,
They're called the SWAT team.
The squat team?
Yeah, the squat team. That's their name. The squat team.
How long were they in the WWF?
I don't think it was very long, but they were called the squat team.
They were terrible.
They look awful.
And
Undertaker's promo here is awful too.
And Jim Cornette was blowing the whistles at him. Beep!
He's doing it. He's channeling his best Bill Alfonso.
Yes.
Oh, God, yes. Come on, Rockabilly. Dance for us.
Come on.
Daniel, if he doesn't dance for us here, you got to get up and start dancing at home right now to practice your moves for Halloween.
Me and Daniel, we're going to go to Senor Frogs dressed up in our costumes for Halloween, and he's going to be Rockabilly, and I'm going to be the Honky Tonk Man.
I love the Honky Tonk Man, though. I'm not going to lie. The Honky Tonk Man he's always over with me. I
know Honky's pissed because his booking rates are going down.
I don't think he's making many bookings these days. Here comes Vader and Paul Bearer to take on Rockabilly. How many minutes you give him for this match?
2 minutes.
So was that a screwball finish? Was that number 2 on the last match, or was it a clean? Okay, so was it a disqualification?
Yep, disqualification.
Okay. All right, so that's 2.
Yep.
All right. We're almost at our 3, and we got, I think, 2 matches left to go.
It's just sad that I'm more excited to see Rockabilly than hear a Taker promo.
Rockabilly.
Dude.
Vader at this point in time was sad to watch in the ring too.
Yeah, he didn't give a shit anymore.
Who can save the show after the Taker promo? Of course, it's Rockabilly.
Gira Smelly.
Vader in this match, Rockabilly against Gira Smelly.
Yes!
That guitar got smashed already. Vader just crushed him.
I wish Billy Gunn would bring back the Rockabilly gimmick in AEW.
It'd be pretty funny. Now the Undertaker's out right now to take on Vader. They're going at it. So I guess Undertaker's his replacement here since Ahmed got hurt. And here's Paul. Murderer! I got to give it to Paul. I think it's pretty funny when he's yelling that. Look at Undertaker. He's just slapping him.
Slapping him like a bitch.
He is. He's just bitch slapping him. Look at him.
God, this is more entertaining than that promo.
Is much better than it. Kane told me. So Taker changed out of his denim clothes to his ring gear with his entrance coat. Why? Seriously, why?
Slap him.
Kane is going to come. So that's 3 screwball finishes there.
So far.
Yep, so far. 3 screwball finishes, and we have 1 match left. So as of right now, Chris, we are right, but we have the main event left to come.
Oh, God.
If they hit 4, that would be 4 out of 7 matches for screwball finishes.
Yeah, I'd be pissed if I paid to go to this show.
It's just the common trend every week on this show. I get 1, okay, maybe 2, but
2 further along a story. But yeah,
Jim the Anvil Neidhart is out now to take on Stone Cold. Yeah,
cocaine.
It is an iconic line when Paul says, "King told me."
He's alive, just like every person in here.
4 out of 7 seems a bit light for them.
Oh yeah.
Hart Foundation is in the back watching Jim. Look at Jim. He's getting up in Earl's face. He's feeling the screw job coming early.
Whoa, hold on. Earl, right there, by Anvil getting that close, Earl got a cocaine high.
Probably. He got that close and he could bump lines off his beard. Here comes Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Beard
now.
bumping. I love that, John. Beard bumping.
One half of the tag champions. And
hell yeah.
He has no partner as of right now, folks. So I'm going with Mick. Pick him, Steve.
Or he could be like Shawn Michaels and have God as his partner.
It's a hell of a partner.
He is. I'm
Was
shocked.
That some of the dumbest shit ever.
What, the God and Shawn Michaels
stuff,
versus McMahon's? Yes.
Oh my God. How dumb that was.
Yeah.
When you look at some of the all-time dumbest things, that ranks up there in the top 20.
What's one of the most offensive storylines we can make? Hey, let's bring God into it.
Let's bring God in. Let's crucify somebody.
Yeah.
On national television.
Hey, Austin, Taker. Okay, Taker, you're pretty much the Antichrist on the show, so like we're gonna have you crucify Austin. All right, cool.
They literally just did this main event, I think, about 3 or 4 weeks ago too on the show.
Yeah.
I cracked when he spit the holy water like Triple H.
Yes.
Oh, I love it.
And they gave God an entrance too.
That's the best part of 97 to see the growth of one of the 2 greatest acts ever in wrestling. That's very much a fact too. You do see the birth of several amazing characters in 1997 at least. So the show might have sucked a little bit, but they definitely developed some huge stars in 97.
The Rock, Austin, Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart. You can go on and on. Yeah.
It's just anything but really at this point in time, anything that wasn't Austin, Bret, or Shawn pretty much sucked.
Yeah. The SWAT team.
Hey, don't you disparage the good damn name of the SWAT team.
We need to watch like a watch along of the SWAT team's best matches.
Of the SWAT team. That's gonna bring in the views.
That will.
We're gonna get a whole listener that's gonna check that out at least.
I noticed that more people watch our Nitro stuff than they do our Raw stuff.
Usually, it is kind of a trend I've noticed for the most part. Is that usually Nitro is the more watched one out of the both. It's usually got. I'd have to go back and look, but I would bet that it's usually probably a good couple hundred more each show that watch Nitro than they do Raw.
Yep.
Because we've had some Raws that have just been absolute stinkers in regards to the view, the views on it. So, I know we do most of our stuff on Facebook. We really don't advertise our YouTube, but I bet you if I went back and looked and combined them up, that Nitro would probably beat Raw every week by maybe a couple hundred. Occasionally you'll get a Raw out there that will spike, some good stuff, but at least it's not the Great American Bash. Boy, that was a stinker.
Ooh, that first half.
Oh boy, that was one of the lowest rated shows we've ever done.
Yeah. Hold on. The first half was so bad that no one tuned into the second.
It was bad. Thankfully, they came back for the Nitro, and that was a good thing. But man, those 2 parts did absolutely nothing.
Nothing
it was
for
like
us.
500 views and under for both of them. So
yeah, and that did us no favors.
Hey, Jeremy's here. Hey, Jeremy says, "Hey guys, sorry I'm late. Raw put me to sleep. Just woke up. I can't blame you on that one. I'm sure it probably did."
Oh hell yeah!
You're in it for life. We're just wrapping up Raw from June 30th, 97, buddy.
Yeah, baby.
Last 5 minutes here. It's been not the worst card tonight, Chris, but definitely nothing to write home about.
No, it's better than the last Raw,
and that's not saying much.
No, Nitro's definitely beat it.
Nitro really would have to try to lose to this. You'd literally have to have a Public Enemy match on every match on the card.
Oh God!
Now, if they give the Public Enemy the mic for a promo, maybe that'll change it around a little bit. I want to hear about Johnny Pots and Pans.
Yeah, that's true. What?
All right. We're back. Ken Shamrock is in the back watching what's going on. Now, Canadian Stampede, I don't remember it too well, but Canadian Stampede was a pretty good in your house if I remember correctly, right? Do you remember if it's a good one or not?
Damn it. Hold on.
All right. I'm going to mute you for a sec.
Okay.
All right, let's see. All right. Let's see. Hold on, Chris. Canadian Stampede, Chris. Was it a good in your house? Do you remember? I believe it was a good in your house if I remember that people enjoyed it.
I'll be honest, the only two matches I remember are the main event, which was one of like the greatest multi-man tag matches of all time, in my opinion. That and the match between Taka and the great Sasuke, which was really good. But other than that, I don't remember the rest of the show.
Something's going on in the back. Oh, wait, we got to go to commercial.
Yeah.
Jeremy says, I remember the main event of that in your house. Yeah, it was that, that 4-man on each side one. Team USA versus Team Canada.
Outstanding match.
Yeah, I don't remember it too well, but from what I do remember, it was a pretty good show, if I remember correctly. So I think it was a good show. But we're
the thing that made that match for me, like the main event of the Canadian Stampede, was the crowd.
Canadian fans are always into it.
Oh God, yeah. Which is like me and John say, like the best American crowd out there, Chicago, home of the Bears. That and the best non-American crowds are Canada. That they're Canadians. For me, it's Montreal. Which Calgary is really good for fans.
Calgary's good. They don't get a lot though. Calgary doesn't get a lot of shows that
they don't
anymore. Yeah, they really don't. Daniel says Mankind against Hunter was good from what I remember. Yeah, they always had good matches, so I could see that too. Stone Cold Stunning Stu would have made the show the best ever.
Come on, Steve Austin, you son of a bitch. I'll stretch you.
Oh, hell no.
I will stretch you in the dungeon. Let's do it. I got 12 cats. Dungeon, Steve Austin. I'm going to whip your ass. I got 12 cats. That will claw the shit out of you while I'm stretching you. We don't feed the kids Cheerios for breakfast. It's cat litter clumps. That's how. Damn. We had 12 kids. How the fuck do you think we fed them?
Ahmed was out during this time, Jeremy, so he wasn't in this match for Team USA. So he had got hurt. He got hurt last week in the Disciples of Apocalypse beatdown, so he's knocked out of this match.
He tore like a lead ligament, knee ligament. You just walking.
Good point by Daniel here. He says this match is probably one of Anvil's longest ever as a singles. Yeah.
Do you think he's bloated now? Do you think he's out of breath?
Well, he is doing one of those rest moves right now where he's just kind of laying on top of him and putting him in this awful looking headlock. So he might be blown up at this point.
Oh my God.
He was terrible as a singles wrestler, wasn't he?
He was.
Great with Bret Hart, and the Hart Foundation loved him, but
do you think it was because of Bret? Be honest.
He played a good role in it because he was the powerhouse of the team.
Yeah.
So he played a good role in it, but
yeah.
I think Bret was definitely the one that made them look the best in the ring. Jim came in there for the hot tags. He came in there as the powerhouse. That was his role. I always loved the Hart Foundation, though.
So the Anvil was the Marty Jannetty of that tag team.
Definitely. Ahmed was the captain of Team F, Daniel said. Bret's doing the beatdown with Jim. Another screwball finish. They hit 4 out of 7 tonight.
4, baby.
We were off, Chris. We were generous tonight. We were thinking maybe 2, and then we went with 3, and it was 4.
Wow.
There has not been one clean finish at all in any matches tonight. Not one.
Bro, what do you mean?
0.
Bro, what do you mean, bro? Like the fans, bro, want, like a clean finish, just bro. Bro, like, it's overrated, bro.
0. Can you believe that?
Yes, bro, I can believe it.
Now,
I love this right here.
I do too. When he hits the figure 4 on him to the post and stretches the leg out like that, I love it. Now Mankind's out to help make the save here, and he's going mandible claw on Brett. There you go. He's making the save for Steve.
Oh, Coco beware. Yes. Mr. Anvil did a tag team with Owen.
High energy.
And Owen did with Coco. And did you know that Coco's mom, her name is Tupper? Tupperware. Get it?
We got you.
There you go.
Well, that's the end of the show here, folks. Chris, what are you ranking this one? Thumbs up, thumbs down, or in the middle?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Thumbs down. The show, for the most part, was garbage. Oh shit! Hold
entertainment.
Sorry.
80 countries in 7 languages.
In 14 different denominations of Christianity.
So you're gonna go thumbs down?
Thumbs down, brother, because this is the thing, man. There were no clean finishes. The storyline developments, for the most part, sucked. The stuff with the Undertaker, it was mind-numbingly bad. Okay, the only positive was with the thing with Paul Bearer. Okay, like with him walking up to the ring, slapping him like a bitch. And that was a good development right there. But the stuff with Bret Hart, why didn't they just bring him down earlier? I mean, but instead saying, oh, he's not in the cesspool of America, he's in Canada. The only good match, in my opinion, was the one with Hunter and with Shamrock. And the one with Putski and with Christopher. And
You're
that's not saying much.
Putski over, so that's
I am. So, but other than that, the show was garbage. So thumbs down. You?
All right. Jeremy says, "Dang, I hate it. Fell asleep. Conversation was just getting good." Hey, it's all good, Jeremy. I know that Raw put you to bed, man. So definitely we'll have some more conversation.
We'll flex our backs for you.
We'll flex our backs and everything like that. But I'm with you, man. It was a step up from what it's been, but that doesn't say much. So I like the ending with Mick coming out still to try to kind of further this pick me Steve stuff, which I think is awesome.
Yeah.
And I thought that was a really good ending with him laying the mandible claw on Bret Hart there to try to save Steve. So I thought that was good. Everything else, I mean, a couple matches were serviceable at best, but definitely a thumbs down. You can't, because it's a step above what it's been, you can't give it and be realistic and say that it was a thumbs up, in my opinion, because I just don't see it. It was very, very sloppy and stuff.
Well, it's kind of like saying, well, okay. Well, this is the thing, okay? Here at Walmart, we've gone 13 days without a major accident. We should be proud of that.
Yep. Nobody lost a limb today.
Nobody's lost a limb for 13 days this year, so we should be proud of that.
Yep.
It's like, okay, shouldn't we go 365 days?
Daniel says Sunny bikini wearing was my MVP.
There you go. I agree.
And then quick question from Jeremy here. And Jeremy, we'll discuss this on the radio show Saturday. But we can give it real quick here. Real quick. Love or hate Adam Copeland in AEW. Chris, love or hate it?
I love it. I think it's a phenomenal pickup for them, and I think he's going to replace the spot that CM Punk left, but in a positive, great way. He's going to give the leadership that Punk should have.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep. I love it too. And we're going to cover that more in depth on Saturday on our radio show. So 100%, I love it, Chris. Chris, final thoughts before we head off tonight, my friend.
Thank you so much to everybody that has watched our show, listened to our radio show, everything. You guys are amazing. This is for fans, by fans. And you know what? Please check us out here on Facebook at the Retro Wrestling Revival Podcast. Please check us out on YouTube, Retro Wrestling Revival Podcast. Please check us out on TikTok, if you will, Retro Wrestling Rev. And ultimately, every Saturday and Sunday from 9 to 10 p.m., where can all the old school wrestling fans check us out at, John?
99.1 FM in the great Atlanta area, WDJY. Just look them up online, WDJY. You can listen right through the website. You don't have to be in the Atlanta area to listen to it. You can check it out online. So please feel free. I post the links up every week right before a show, so you'll see them up on our Facebook page if you have Facebook. If not, just go to WDJY every Saturday and Sunday night, 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern time. We are there and having a good time. 7 years, no accidents. That's a good thing, Jeremy. That's a good thing. But yeah, we got some fun stuff this weekend. We're going to talk about Edge going to AEW on Saturday. We got the Chi-Town Rumble with Ricky versus Rick on Sunday. So we got a good lineup for this weekend, folks. So we thank you so much for your support. We thank you for coming out and joining us. Great to see everybody out. Daniel, Jeremy, anybody checking this out later on, thank you so much. So for Brother Martin, I am John, and we are out of here tonight. We will be back again this weekend on the radio, but come back again next week live here on Facebook and YouTube and join us for our Monday Night War show. So we are out of here. Take it easy. Be good. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching the Retro Wrestling Revival, and we will catch you again real soon.